Football 24/7.
Hello, guys, welcome back to Football 24/7. Bundesliga is back as well, and today we are talking a little bit about Bundesliga and we are talking about second game week in League. So we are starting with Bundesliga. We are going to talk a little bit about teams, but not much because it's only first round and we don't have enough information. And as well, transfer window is still open. A lot of transfers happening right now, so we will talk a little bit more when transfer window is shut, on international break, when squads are completed in all 5 leagues. And yeah, new Bundesliga started well. A lot of goals, a lot of chances, a lot of open games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games from 9 got 3 or more goals. I mean, that's amazing. If you want to watch attacking great football, then just watch Bundesliga. I mean, it's always open with a lot of chance, a lot of goals. Maybe Union Berlin is a little bit more defensive side. And yeah, judging on the first game, probably HSV as well. But everything started on Friday. Bayern München. They played against Leipzig. And yeah, two big clubs, two big names, and probably people expected closer game, but Leipzig with a lot of changes, new manager. They did bring in manager. He was the last few years in Bremen, Werder Bremen. He's now Leipzig manager. He's a solid, really good manager. But they did make a lot of changes in Leipzig, a lot of new players, like always. And after bad last season, they wanted to change a lot of stuff, so we will need to give them time. And Bayern, almost the same team like last year with Luis Diaz and Tach as two signings in first 11, and yeah, without Musiala because he's injured. Gnabry played on that position, and everything else is the same. Davis as well is injured for a few more months, but Stanisic played on left back. And yeah, it was not a close game. It was demolition. Great game from Bayern. They won at the end 6-0. A hat trick from Harry Kane. New signing Luis Diaz, goal and 2 assists. All his save was amazing. I mean, they just destroyed them. Leipzig, yeah. I can talk bad about them, but it's just a first game with new manager. Hard first game, opening game at Allianz Arena. We know how good Bayern is there. And yeah, we will judge Leipzig from the next game on. Diomande started a new signing from Leganes, big talent, 18 years old, Openda in attack. Simons is still there, but we have informations that he will probably move to Chelsea. Bakayoko, new signing on the other side, but yeah, they tried to play attacking. At the end, they were destroyed, and they need to try to get something from Heidenheim next game, because in this one they were looking really bad. And Bayern next game is against Augsburg, but Bayern is just favorite in every game in Bundesliga. They are looking scary. Of course, problem is squad, not enough depth, but I think they are working on it. And yeah, fans are hoping that they will bring few more players. But they did bring in some youngsters. Maybe they will try to bring in more academy players. So Leonard Karl entered the game. He was interesting. And yeah, maybe that's the new way for Bayern München. When you see what's Barcelona doing and other teams, maybe they will try that as well, because they always have good young players. Then we have had Heidenheim against Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg with new manager Paul Simonis. He is from Go Ahead Eagles. He was there for 1 year. I didn't watch them much, but I remember that they were solid. They were really, really good in Netherlands. So he's now in Wolfsburg, and in this game they were favorites. Heidenheim, not a lot of new signings, mostly same team like the last year. And last year they were struggling. They were playing Europe as well, so that might be the reason. But looking at the squad, transfer window is still not finished, so we need to wait. But looking at the squad, yeah, I think they will fight like the last year to stay in the league. They are Everybody loves them. They have manager for like 17, 18 years, same manager Frank Schmidt. But in this game, they were not favorites, and Wolfsburg played better. At the end, 3-1 for Wolfsburg. A great goal from Skov Olsen. And Wolfsburg started without Amura, their best player. He was on the bench. He entered in 64th minute. Will he stay? We will see. But I think they did build good team. And yeah, I'm expecting them to push for Europe, mid-table or push for Europe, but we will see until the end of the transfer window who stays, who's going. But great start for them, and next game they have Mainz. Mainz got Europe as well, a midweek fixture, and maybe they'll be tired. Wolfsburg is playing at home, so yeah, good chance for them to go 2 from 2. And Heidenheim, they are playing against Leipzig. Leipzig, they will try to be much better. They need to make their fans happy. They are playing at home after this demolition from Bayern München. I think they will give everything, and hard few games for Heidenheim. They have then Dortmund. It will be hard start for them. Um, then we have had Freiburg against Augsburg. Freiburg, not many changes. Doan is not anymore there, so that's a big loss for them. He's now in Frankfurt. But they were favorites at home at this match, and Augsburg with new manager Sandro Wagner. He was working with Julian Nagelsmann for German national team, but right now he's a coach in Augsburg. And yeah, for me, expectation was Freiburg win, but at the end, good in defense, good in attack, solid in attack. Augsburg, they've scored goals. It was 3-0 first half. Then in second half, Freiburg scored one goal. At the end, big win for Augsburg. We will need to wait and see how good Freiburg is. And Augsburg, this is great for them. Great 3 points. In next game they are playing against Bayern, so important to get. You never know what will happen against Bayern, so important to get good start. Important 3 points for them. And Freiburg bad start. In next game they have Köln. They were in second division last year, so they will need to get some points against them. So we are still waiting to see if any transfer happens or anything, but we don't have enough information now. It's only first game, and yeah, Freiburg won't be happy, but they need to move on. We have had Frankfurt against Bremen, and Frankfurt, they are doing amazing like always, selling players, bringing in players, and they are building always great team. Their manager Top Müller, I mean, he's great. He's doing great job, and again, they are looking really good. They've won in this game 4-1. Chan Uzun, he was playing behind striker, like on Mario Götze position. He scored and 2 assists. Assisted for 2 goals. Larsson was great. Chaib, they just got great team. In attack, big new signing, Burkhardt from Mainz. He was amazing last year. He played for German national team as well. And he didn't score in this game, but he missed a lot of chances. He's got XG from like 1.0, but he will be good. He will start scoring. This was just not his day. I believe in that. And left winger Young Bahoya scored 2 goals. He's 20 years old. He will probably in 1 or 2 years go to Premier League or elsewhere for 100 million, like they're always doing. From the bench, Knauf, he scored as well. Then they have, look at the bench. Vahi, Götze, Brown, all great players. New signing Doan as well, good game. They've got great team, and yeah, without knowing how good will Leverkusen be, I think they can push even for maybe second place. I mean, with Bayern, they were looking like the best team, but in we need to wait. Next game is Hoffenheim. I think Hoffenheim is looking better than Werder Bremen this year, and we will see in the next few games against Hoffenheim. Then they have got Leverkusen and then Union Berlin. 3 hard games. If they can get 3 wins from these three games, then I think expectation will be much higher for Frankfurt. But for now, they are looking after first game. They are looking good. But Bremen, yeah, when I was looking at the squads and players, I don't think they have enough players in the squad. Not a lot of signings. The new manager, I think manager is good. Stefan Horst. I think he's a good manager. He's coming from second division. He almost promoted Elversberg from second division. He was there for 7 years. I think that's a small club, not that big club from I think small town. And they almost get promoted. They were third, playing against Heidenheim, and then lost in playoff. But yeah, about squad, I'm not that positive. Probably they will have enough to stay in the Bundesliga, but I hope they will bring in someone until end of the window, because looking at it now, I'm not that positive. And the next game, Bremen, they are playing Leverkusen, so we will see. Leverkusen, not impressed with them in the first game week, but they'll probably need time to adapt to Ten Hag and a lot of new players. They've lost a lot of important players, and maybe this is the best time to play against them. So we will see what Bremen can do. And then we have had Union Berlin against Stuttgart. No managerial changes, but a few squad changes. I mean, I was really positive about Stuttgart, because if they can keep their important players Stiller and Woltemade and Leveling, because there were a lot of rumors that they will move, but for now they are staying, and if they can keep them, I think they can have great season. But in this game, it happened a lot of times last year, where Stuttgart is playing. They've got possession. They are trying to create. They have big chances, and then at the end, it's 2-1 for Union Berlin. I mean, Union Berlin. 2 amazing goals from new signing from Paderborn, Ilias Ansach. He's a German international. Yeah, he can play for. He's playing for Germany. I don't know a lot about him, but he's looking really good, really scary. 1 meter 94, 20 years old. Last season in Paderborn, 6 goals, 4 assists, and yeah, first game 2 goals. I mean, he's looking really good. Union Berlin defensively solid like always, and then scoring 2 goals from 0.3 xg with 25% ball possession. I mean, that's how they are playing. They just need two good strikers that can score when they have few chances in the game. And yeah, judging on the first game, we will need to see more. But Anzach looking good, and from the last year, Illich, he was looking solid. He was in Lille before that. Then I think in January he moved. Yeah, No, in August he moved last year, and then they signed him now. But he was really solid for them. And yeah, that's looking good. Important 3 points for them. Stuttgart will be disappointed. Yeah, but if they can keep those players, maybe if they can bring more players to defense, they will look a little bit better. But yeah, disappointing game for them. But Ronov, goalkeeper from Union Berlin, he was amazing. But he's always solid. He's just a great goalkeeper, and he's saving them for a few years now. He's always good, and in this game as well, few good saves. He made few good saves. Then we have had Leverkusen against Hoffenheim. Yes, new Hoffenheim, new Leverkusen. Leverkusen with the new coach. Ten Hag started, but a lot of changes. Team is much weaker than the last year. There is no Frimpong. There is no Tach. There is no Wirtz. Such important three players with new manager. I mean, we need to give him time. Games like this will happen, and maybe people are judging him more because Hoffenheim last year was really bad, but this year Ilzer is still manager, but I think they've got much better team, and I think they will be much better. I like them more than last year, and I don't think they will fight to stay in the league like last year. I mean, last year it was really bad season for them. In this game, they won 2-1. Two new signings, Lemperle and Aslani scored. Two youngsters, 23, and Lamperle is both 23. Okay. Two new signings scored. Toure assisted. Kramaric is still playing there. He was, I think, out of the contract, but he signed new contract, and that's important. Baumann, like always, solid captain of the team. And yeah, in next game they are playing against Frankfurt. That's a real test for Hoffenheim, and Leverkusen is playing against Bremen. They need to get something in that game because at home, first game against Hoffenheim, yeah, they will need time, but fans are probably not happy. Yeah, I forgot to say, Stuttgart next game against, they played midweek DFB Pokal, and then they've got Mönchengladbach at home. They will hope for few points there, and Union Berlin after great win. They are playing against Dortmund away. Dortmund, we will talk about them later. And then, yeah, now is Dortmund, yeah. So Dortmund, second big team in Germany, high expectations. They were playing against St. Pauli in St. Pauli. They were home, and yes, my expectation for St. Pauli not that positive. I think they are weaker than the last year, but in this game they showed they can still play, they can fight. And yeah, it was 1-0 for Dortmund lead. Then penalty, Girassi missed, and then second half 1-1. But whole game Dortmund there was no domination. It was like they were close. And then 2-1, 3-1. I was like, okay, now it's over. Maybe Pauli did deserve something for the game, but that's Dortmund, quality team, scoring goals. And then young center back Mane made penalty, made foul, penalty, and red card. And yeah, that was awful for Dortmund in 85th minute. Then penalty, San Pauli scored 3-2 for them, and then 3 minutes later they score, their captain Smith scored amazing goal, and 3-3. And what a disappointment for Dortmund. I mean, expectation is to maybe not Bayern is clear favorite, but it won't be easy for Dortmund. We have Stuttgart, we have Frankfurt as well. Few more great teams they will need to get that top four again. Niko Kovac is still their manager. I mean, what I saw, fans like him because he's pushing players, he's trying to get everything out of them, but they will need few more signings. Not impressed with them in the first game. And yeah, I think from Chelsea Chukwuemeka, or what's his name, he's moving to Dortmund. He was there last year. Yeah, he moved here for 20 million, so he's okay, creative player. And yeah, we will see. Next game they've got Union Berlin. They are at home and they need to win those kind of games, just like this one as well. St. Pauli, yeah, they impressed me. Can they continue? We will see. Vasil, their goalkeeper, he was great. Then new signing attacker Huntonji or something like that. Big guy. He's fast as well. He's not slow. And he scored in this game. They did bring him in on loan from Burnley. And yeah, 1 meter 90, big. He's looking solid for them. Yeah, they impressed me in this game, but can they continue? We will see. In the next game, they've got HSV, so Hamburg. And yeah, that's important game for them because I think they will fight to stay in the league. And this is like 6-pointer because I think they will fight against Hamburg. And then after that, they've got Augsburg. So really important games to get points, and they will expect to get points from these games. Then we've got Mainz against Köln. Mainz last year great, but they've lost the most important player, striker Burkhardt, for 21 million. He's now in Frankfurt, like I said. And they did bring in for 10 million Hollerbach. So from he was in Union Berlin, Hollerbach. And yeah, in this game, first game after midweek fixture and lost to Rosen, they were playing, yes, Rosenborg. They've lost in Conference League qualifications. I mean, that's a big loss for them because they were hoping for Europe. They were happy when they qualified, and they are still hoping. So they've got midweek game this week as well. Maybe that was a problem for them because they were a little bit better than Köln until the red card in 60th minute. But yeah, at the end, loss 1-0 against Köln home. Not the best result. Now they will hope to qualify for Europe. And for Köln, great 3 points. In the last minute they've scored, but the big problem for Mainz is injury to Hollerbach, new signing. How long out will he be? We will see. And for Köln as well, they're signing Ache was injured as well. So yeah, not the best for both teams at the end in this game. Yeah, mine's a little bit better until the red card, but not much better. And at the end, after red card, Köln scored in the last minute, and big 3 important points for them. And the last game was Borussia Mönchengladbach against Hamburg HSV or HSV. And at the end it was 0-0. Gladbach, we need to say they were without main striker, main guy, Kleindienst. And we saw that he was missing because Tabakovic couldn't score for them. At the end, 0-0. Not really great game. Gladbach a little bit better, but they couldn't score 1 point. I think Hamburg can be much happier with 1 point because I think Gladbach were a little bit better. but they couldn't score. And yeah, not really interesting game. In the next game, we have Stuttgart against Gladbach, hard game for Gladbach. Then we got HSV Hamburg against San Pauli. Like I said, really important game for them. First at home after I think how many 6-7 years playing in the Bundesliga. So that will probably be motivation, and they will hope to get something there. Mainz got the next game Wolfsburg away, hard game, and Köln got in the next game Freiburg. Disappointed Freiburg, and they will probably give everything to get few points in this game. Let's see, team of the week. Team of the week, Aronov on the goal, deserved. He was great against Stuttgart. Matsima for Augsburg, Koch for Frankfurt, and Chabot for Stuttgart. Kimmich, great as always. I mean, in 20 games, he's got like one bad game. He's always great. Olise, amazing game. Uzun, Bahoya for Frankfurt, Luis Diaz, new signing, and then Hurricane and Anzach. I think that's a great team. I wouldn't change anything. And yeah, that's all about Bundesliga. I cannot wait for the next round to see a little bit more about the teams, because we don't know anything about after first round, just like in all other divisions like Premier League. I mean, second round was crazy, unpredictable. One round, some teams looking like the worst in the league, then second round like the best. Amazing. Only West Ham they were bad in both. But then we got Ligue 1 second round, and here Paris started against Angers, huge favorite Paris. They won like the last game 1-0. Ruiz scored, Dembele missed penalty, but Paris, they were dominating, nothing. Only 3 shots from Angers, 21 from Paris, and yeah, they have like slow start for them, because 2 games, 2-1-0 wins, but they were dominating in those games, and I think they will explode. They are a little bit maybe more tired, but they are entering season, getting 3 points and moving on. They are looking good. Next game is the hardest one against Toulouse. Toulouse playing great in new season. I didn't expect them to be this good, but it's only 2 games. But for now, they're looking really, really nice. So first real challenge for Paris away at Toulouse, and we will see can they win more than 1-0. And Angers, after they won in the first game against newly promoted team Paris, now only 1-0 loss to PSG. I mean, they are probably happy with that, but yeah, it was not the best game for them. They were not that dangerous. And next game is against Rennes. They're at home, but that's really, really hard game. And yeah, second game, it was crazy. It was probably the best game of the week. It was Marseille who lost the first game, and they wanted to get a win. They were playing against newly promoted side Paris, but Paris is really, really interesting project. It's team with a lot of money, and yeah, I think they will be good enough to stay in Ligue 1, because they are spending a lot of money. I mean, most the team in Ligue 1 are not poor, but they are not spending that much money, and they did bring in some interesting players. In this game, Marseille, they were much better. They were playing attacking. It was at the end 5-2 for Marseille, but yeah, Paris, they did score 2 goals. Simon, new signing, scored, and this guy Kebal, he's 27. I didn't know about him. but he's looking really, really interesting. His last 2 years there, I was like, okay, he's maybe some youngster, but he's already 27. He was playing in Ram and some other low division teams, but yeah, he's looking interesting. And yeah, we will follow Paris. Uh, Trapp was on the bench, Kevin Trapp, new signing, but I think he will start next game. And yeah, for Marseille, big win, 2 goals for Aubameyang, 2 goals, 1 goal and 2 assists for Greenwood. Great goal from Højbjerg, and yeah, they are looking much better than in the first game. I think that Zerbi can be happy, and Robinho Vaz scored as well. Youngster Marseille striker. He's only 18 years old, so great for him. We are going to follow him. And yeah, Rove and Rabiot, have had some problems on training. So they are transfer listed and they will probably leave team. I think Rove, yeah, he already moved to Bologna, and Rabiot we will see. Milan is interested, but yeah, important win for Marseille. And yeah, Paris still 0 points, but I think they will be okay. That's my expectation. Maybe they will not, but yeah, they are still working, still bringing in signings. Team is getting better and better, and I think already in the next game against Metz, they will hope at home to get 3 points. I mean, for me, they are favorites in that game. And Marseille, they've got Lyon. Ooh, Lyon, with all the problems, they are still looking good away at Lyon. But these kind of games you need to win if you want to push for first position to at least be a little bit of danger for Paris. And then next game we have had Nice against Auxerre. Before start of the season, not huge expectation from me for Nice. I think they are worse than last season. I mean squad, but they are playing better. And they were playing against Auxerre. Auxerre just really, really solid team. I like their team. And in this game, it was 2-1 for Nice until the red card. And at the end, it was 3-1. They were a little bit better when they had one man more. That's, of course, logical. But yeah, loss for Auxerre, but I don't think they were that bad. It was just mistake from the goalkeeper. He wanted to get the ball. He was, of course, last player, and he got an Nice player. And yeah, 3-1 at the end. Moffi scored. That's important for him, for his confidence. And yeah, great for Nice. First 3 points. Next game is against Le Havre. Away, they will hope for something there as well. And then Nantes, I think they're favorite there as well, so they can have enough points. And Auxerre, I'm not worried about them. They've got win in the first one. Next is Nantes away, but I don't think Nantes is that good. Not a big squad, and yeah, they are favorites for me. They are just really, really solid team. We will see what will happen, but I think mid-table good team they are. Their striker, what's his name? Sinayoko scored again, and yeah, he's looking really good. And then after that, it was Lyon against Metz. Yeah, Metz not looking the best. Lyon, solid team. Fofana scored again. Tolisso scored, and Schultz and Karabets, new signings. They were looking really, really solid. This is some new Lyon. Metz not really dangerous, and at the end 3-0 win for Lyon. Metz is looking like the worst team in the league, but we still need to wait. Next game is against Paris, like I said. We'll see what will happen in that game, but for now Lyon getting points, looking solid after they almost get kicked out to second division. Now they stayed in the first, and after 2 games, 2 wins, really important for them. They will try to push again for the Champions League. I mean, that's expectation. And few new players in the squad. Will they bring in someone as new? We will see. They did bring in new goalkeeper Greif from Mallorca for 4 million. But this guy, what's his name? Deschamps, something like that. He was really solid in the first two games. He's a 29-year-old goalkeeper. He was before in non. Yeah, he came from free for free. He was really solid in the first two games. Next game against Marseille for Lyon. I mean, that will be crazy good game. Cannot wait for that one. And then we have had Lorient against Rennes. Rennes, we were all amazed. They won against Marseille 1-0 in the first game, and they've got early red card, and they still won. And in this game, you cannot believe it. After 6 minutes, it was red card again for Rennes. New signing, Kamara got it. But I was thinking maybe one more game where they can get something with the red card, and then something crazy happened. 11th minute, Wuch, I think that's how you pronounce it, got red card as well. And yeah, without two players in 11th minute, three red cards in two games, I mean, they need to change something to be a little bit less aggressive. But they were still fighting, and they only conceded in the 49th minute, so in extra time in the first half. But then in the second half, they couldn't stop Lorient, and at the end it was 4-0 for Lorient. I mean, for Lorient, great win, important points for them. First win in the first division after the comeback. And yeah, Lorient, they've got Lille looking great. Giroud is amazing. And Rennes against Angers away, they are favorite in this game, but they just need to try to not get red card. I mean, it's crazy, 3 red cards in 2 games. I still think they've got good squad and they will be okay. But yeah, this is crazy, 3 red cards in 2 games. At the end, they've got now 3 points. They will hope for more. And then we have had Strasbourg against Nantes. Strasbourg, they were playing midweek fixture against Brøndby. They'll be disappointed, 0-0 against them at home. Now they need to go and play in Denmark. Won't be easy. Yeah, but they have some changes. They have made some changes this year, so a little bit different squad. First goalkeeper is injured. And yeah, first goalkeeper is injured, so Johansson was a goalkeeper. Yeah, they were better in this game, but they couldn't score. And then big miss from after he entered the game, and Mega, big miss from him from like 1 meter on a empty goal. But then later he scored, and it was 1-0 win for them again. Again, late win for them, like in the first fixture. But yeah, 2 games, 2 wins, only 4 teams, Lyon, Toulouse, PSG, and Strasbourg got that, and they will be happy. 2 games, 0 goals conceded, 2 goals scored. I mean, 6 points and playing Europe midweek. They can be happy. After that, they've got real tests. They've got Monaco. They're playing away against Monaco, and that will be really hard for them. Nantes, I'm not really positive about them, but after Paris and Strasbourg, minimal loss. They've got easier opponent now. Now Auxerre, even though I think Auxerre is amazing, good team, solid team, and yeah, they are home. They will hope for first point, but it won't be easy season for Nantes. After that game, we have had to lose against Brest. To lose again. Solid, good. I didn't have huge, like Nice, I didn't have huge expectations from them. But at the end, second win 2-0. Magri scored, not the best defensive performance from Brest. I still think Brest, they need few more signings if they want to compete for Europe League spots. And great game again from Restes, goalkeeper from Toulouse, 3 points, 6 points after 2 games. Like I said, only 4 teams got that. Great for them. In next game they've got PSG, so that will probably change, but we will see. If they can do something against PSG, then we will take them even more serious. And Brest, yeah, after a draw against Lille, now lost to Toulouse. Now they've got Lens, then Paris. Not easier start, but I still think they are okay team. They lost Mehdi Camara to Rennes and Bizot, goalkeeper. So probably mid-table finish for them, but they will need to start getting more points. And then we have had Le Havre against Lens, and Le Havre at the start of the season, my expectation is nothing for them. Last year not the best season for them. This year they did change a little bit squad, but my expectations were not that high, and they did lost first 2 games, but in this game at home they were looking solid against Lens. At the end, Lens 2-1 win, but Le Havre, they were much better than I expected. And the next game they've got Nice. We will see, can they get some points again? They are playing home. And Lens, this is new Lens, and they lost important player Diouf. He's now in Inter for 20 million. They will probably spend that money and bring some players in, but important 3 points for them, especially after first game lost to Lyon. And the next game they've got Brest. That's a good game. They've got Brest, then PSG, then Lille, and then Rennes. So in next 4 games we will see how good Lens are and can they compete for Europe spots. And then after that last game, probably the best game of the game week, it was Lille against Monaco. And yeah, Monaco was really high on my expectations list, probably third best team after PSG and Marseille. But in this game, I mean, Lille at home, they were playing much better than Monaco. I don't know why they didn't start Biret. Balogan was starting in first 11. That was weird for me. I mean, Biret not the best first game, but still he would play for me every game from the start. Next game they've got Strasbourg, Monaco. They've lost here 1-0 against Lille, and yeah, we will see what will happen. Strasbourg is a good team, but Champions League spots fight will be interesting this year. I mean, Lille showed that they can fight against Monaco. Great game for them. And Giroud, how long can Giroud play on this level? We will see. The season is long, but in this game, Giroud was for me great. And this combination, Giroud Haraldsson, was really good. And in defense, they are looking good as well. I mean, they were much better than Monaco. And at the end, after 1-0, they got penalty as well, and Giroud missed it. But they will be happy, 3 points, and yeah, that's it. Monaco did have some chances, but after so many changes in Lille, I was expecting 3 big chances for Monaco, 4 for Lille. So it's not that Monaco was much worse than Lille, but my expectations of Monaco was like, yeah, they will dominate Lille with so many changes. But yeah, I don't know how they are doing it, but Lille is always dangerous. We will see what will happen until the end of the transfer window. And yeah, I need to say this guy Akliush, he's great. A lot of teams in Euro following him, and yeah, he's looking really interesting. Lille next game against Lorient away, and I think they need to get in those kind of games. They need to get 3 points. because after international break they've got Toulouse, Lens, and Lyon, so 3 hard games. But yeah, they're looking one more year solid. We will follow what they will do in the transfer window. And yeah, I'm really excited about them. Really, really solid, good team, Lille again. And I cannot wait to see Pogba and Fati in Monaco team. I mean, I don't have huge expectations from them, but it will be interesting to see them. But they are still not ready. When they will be back, we don't know. But yeah, I'm following Monaco against Strasbourg, and yeah, I hope I will get the real Monaco in that game because I really, really respect Adi Huta. And we will see. Let's see, team of the week. What did Sofa scored? Sofa score made. Okay, on the goal we have goalkeeper from Nice, Diouf. Yeah, he got a few good changes, not changes, saves, and goals prevented 1.0. I mean, he prevented one whole goal. That's a great 7 saves, great game for him. And yeah, that's just showing how Auxerre, how dangerous they were in that game, especially in the first half before red card. And then we have Luchette from Nice at the right back, Mendy, Marquinhos. I mean, he's still great. How old is he? Marquinhos 31 and still for a few years already playing on a great level. His PSG legend. Then left back Kouassi from Lorient. Yeah, Lorient with 2 players advantage. Great game for them. And then we have Greenwood, Højbjerg, Ruiz, and Fofana. I mean, Fofana looking really good. Will he stay in Lyon? We will see. And then attack Magri. Magri got in 2 games 2 goals this season. Last year 34 games, 1800 minutes, only 5 goals. So yeah, this will bring his confidence back, and yeah, I'm hoping for a good season for him. And then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I mean, he's amazing. I love him. He's a great player. Wherever he was great. Dortmund, Arsenal, Barcelona fans loves him. And yeah, before he moved to Saudi, he scored for Marseille 30 goals, and he had 11 assists. Now 2 games 2 goals. He was great in this game, and we are going to follow him as well. 36 years old, but still great player. And yeah, that's the team, that's the league on. We are waiting for the next game week, and then transfer window is shut, and we have all squads. And then we can even talk a little bit more about teams. We will have 3 games finished, and yeah, we will see what will happen. Thank you very much for listening, and see you in the next one.